Island, Episode 2 Home Sweet Hut. A hurricane is coming, so the castaways build one big hut to weather the storm. The skipper is sitting before a fire cooking breakfast. Gilligan walks on looking for something to do.
Morning, Skipper.
Morning, Gilligan.
Can I help you, sir?
Sure you can.
What do you want me to do? I know. Sit down and shut up.
What?
It's what you always say if I ask if I can help.
I do? Sit down and shut up?
Uh huh.
Well, why would I say a thing like that?
Because I think that you'll think I'll goof up something.
Well, of course you'll goof up something, Gilligan. But that's still no way to talk to my little buddy.
No, it isn't. As a matter of fact, I'm getting tired of it, Skipper, and someday I'm liable, or whatever you call it, to jump ship. If we ever get on a ship again.
Gilligan, you're absolutely right. And I'm sorry, but you know how I am. I spout things off without even thinking. But I promise I'll keep a check on myself from now on, okay? Still shipmates?
Aye, aye, sir.
Good. Well, I'll get this breakfast ready for the folks.
Uh, Skipper, can I help?
Sure you can, Gilligan.
What do you want me to do?
Sit
Sit
down
down
and
and
shut
shut
up.
up.
Oh, good morning there.
Good morning, Gilligan. Good morning, Captain. What's on the menu for breakfast this morning?
Fruit and powdered eggs.
Wonderful. We'll have some powdered eggs Benedict.
Gilligan looks up at the sky.
Skipper, it's starting to rain.
Rain? Don't be silly, Gilligan.
Just felt a raindrop on my nose. It's all wet.
Oh, that just means you're feeling good.
Oh, Thurston, that only applies to dogs.
Oh, you're so right. Sorry, boy.
Mr. Howe pats Gilligan's shirt.
My, his coat is wet.
I did. I felt a drop too.
Yes, you're so right, lovey.
Maybe we should find a cave or something.
Relax, folks. This is just a summer sprinkle. Believe me, when a real storm sets in, you'll feel it.
Just then, a torrential downpour occurs. Mr. and Mrs. Howe try to hide under Mrs. Howe's parasol. The skipper, now completely soaked, is still stirring his frying pan of powdered eggs.
Skipper? Uh, this isn't a real storm, huh?
No!
When do you think the real big storms are gonna start?
Gilligan, this is just a guess, but I'd say the real big storms will start about 30 seconds ago.
Gilligan tries to take cover under the Howe's parasol as the skipper continues to stir the pan, which is filling up with water. He pours some of the water out and continues stirring. As the skipper starts to speak, we see all the castaways standing together, dressed in some unusual outfits. The skipper is wearing what appears to be a horse riding outfit. The professor is wearing a smoking jacket and ascot. Marianne is wearing a dress and hat from what looks like the Roaring Twenties. Ginger is wearing a beautiful fur coat. Gilligan is wearing an ill-fitting tuxedo jacket with tails, while Mr. and Mrs. Howe are wearing just one of their many outfits.
Folks, today we had a little touch of bad weather. At this time, I'd like to say thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Howell for lending us these clothes while ours are drying out.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
Thank
you.
it.
you, Mr. and Mrs.
Yes,
Thank
Howell.
you.
thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Here, here. Glad to be of any help, Skipper. Anytime.
Oh, I hope it doesn't start to rain while I'm wearing your beautiful coat.
Oh, don't you worry, dear. That's one of those drip dry foxes.
Skipper, these clothes are still wet.
Well, don't bother me with those details, Gilligan. Go over to the fire and dry them out.
Aye, aye, sir.
Now, folks, I think one of the first things we must agree upon is a permanent building in which we will live, right?
I think
Yes,
that's a good idea.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
but yeah,
yes,
that
agree.
would be great.
absolutely.
Say what now? Hey, Skipper, what are we going to hang these clothes on to dry?
Gilligan, don't bother me about that. Use your head for once. And now I've drawn up a little plan of an idea that I have. I think will be exactly what we need.
Well, I think it's a very nice captain, but I'd like to see some of the other models before we decide. Hmm?
The skipper unrolls a large drawing of the hut he proposes. On the back can be seen some large island-looking landmass. Mr. Howell uses his foot to lift the edge of the drawing to reveal what's on the backside.
Yes, I like this one here. It seems to have a functional floor plan, and green is my favorite color.
Mr. Howell, that is the map of Australia.
Oh, do you happen to know how much they're asking for it? I hate kangaroos.
Now, folks, I've only drawn one plan, so if any of you have any suggestions, I'd like to hear them.
We see Gilligan wearing Ginger's dress as he stands near the fire.
I like it just fine, Skipper.
The skipper finally realizes Gilligan is dressed funny.
Thanks a lot, Gilligan. Uh, what are you doing with Ginger's dress on?
Well, I couldn't think of any other way to dry it, Skipper.
That's using your head for once. What do you
Gilligan is
folks,
looking a bit embarrassed.
what do you folks think of my plan?
Sounds okay to me.
I think it's fine. Could you build my place down by the beach?
I think we'd be more comfortable up in the hills. I love the beach, but weekends everybody drops in.
Yes, a hillside hut, looking down on the others.
Gilligan runs carrying Ginger's dress. He's now wearing Mary Ann's red checked gingham dress.
Here you are, Skipper, nice and dry.
Well, don't give it to me. Give it to Ginger.
Oh, here.
Hope you didn't stretch it.
No, and Marianne, yours will be dry in a minute.
Gilligan then curtsies to Mary Ann before turning around and running off camera.
Now, folks, I want to get one thing straight. We are not building individual huts. The fact is, we'll have one permanent building until we are rescued.
You mean all 7 of us are going to live in one hut?
It'll be a lot quicker and a lot easier if we all pitch in and work together. Remember the old saying, united we stand.
In a hut like that? That's the way we'll sleep too. I go along with the skipper. If that rain this morning is any indication, we're in for an early storm season.
That's right, Professor. And the storm might hit at any moment now. So we'd better get to work right away.
Well, I guess the skipper's right, dear. We can build our house anytime.
Yes, but not like that one. You see, I see a sort of southern colonial mansion with a big, wide veranda, sort of bamboo column, and we can plant the whole thing with mint.
Mr. and Mrs. Howell turn and start walking off, still discussing their new home.
I always wanted a vacation.
Yes, Miss Scarlet, absolutely.
Uh, Thanks for backing me up, Professor.
Well, it was the only practical solution at the moment, Skipper.
We'll do everything we can to help, Skipper.
Well, I really don't know what you ladies can do.
Oh, anything. I used to be a Girl Scout, and they teach you a lot.
I used to go with a Boy Scout, and they teach you a lot too.
Here you are, Marion. Real nice and dry.
Aw, thanks, Gilligan.
Marianne and Ginger leave just as the skipper and Gilligan are walking by. Gilligan is standing next to the skipper, wearing the skipper's clothes. We can see that the seat area of the pants is smoking.
Bye, girls. Thanks a lot, Gilligan. Well, are my clothes dry yet?
Uh, little dry too, Skipper. Or I. What? Wait, what am I doing? I think what I meant to say was it was a little too dry. If you just look over here.
Ugh.
Gilligan turns around and we see the entire seat of the skipper's pants and the back of his shirt have been burnt away and are still smoldering. The skipper is about to blow a fuse when we hear a radio announcer.
Gathering clouds are a clear indication that a tropical storm of considerable fury may be expected shortly. Coast Guard warnings have been issued to small craft in the area.
The skipper, Professor, and Mr. Howe are busy working on the communal hut. Mr. Howe is applying some form of black tar-like waterproofing material to the grass thatched sides of the hut. The professor is standing on the ladder working on the roof structure. The skipper is inside the hut helping the professor align some roofing material. We hear the announcer of a radio news program in the background.
And the Coast Guard officially announced today that it has given up the search.
Mr. Howe is busy applying the waterproofing material as he sits and drinks from a large bamboo tumbler.
For the 7 persons aboard the SS Minnow, the small excursion boat that left Honolulu Harbor last week on a 3-hour sightseeing cruise, in addition to First Mate Gilligan and his skipper Jonas Grumby, the passenger list included multi-millionaire Thurston Howell III and his socially prominent wife Lovey Howell.
The announcer can barely be heard in the background as Gilligan walks on carrying a bamboo pole with water buckets attached at either end.
Hi, Professor. Want a drink?
No thanks, Gilligan.
Oh. Hi, Mr. Howell. Want a drink of water?
Mr. Howe holds up his oversized bamboo glass to indicate he's already taken
No
care of.
thank you, Gilligan.
What's that stuff?
Oh, it's for weather stripping the hut. It's a concoction the professor dreamed up.
Oh, yeah? Hey, Professor, you know you're really great. I gotta take these into the skipper.
Gilligan starts to enter the hut with his bamboo pole and water buckets. He has great difficulty getting through the doorway and bangs the buckets repeatedly, splashing water as he goes.
Gilligan, will you watch what you're doing? We've got to have this hut finished by tonight. There's a storm brewing out there someplace.
Gilligan has a sense of fear on his face.
Oh,
Gilligan is still swinging the buckets around and finally hits the skipper, splashing water all over him.
Ugh, thanks a lot, Gilligan. This is the only dry shirt I had left.
I'm sorry, Skipper. Are we gonna move in here tonight?
That's what the plan is. We'll have to work until we drop. Now get the water in the barrel.
Aye, aye, sir.
Gilligan swings the buckets around again and hits the skipper with a splash of water.
Ugh, oh, Gilligan, will you put that water in there while I get some more palm fronds?
The skipper walks off as Gilligan removes the wooden lid from the barrel and empties the buckets into it. After he's finished, he starts to leave the hut with as much difficulty as he had when he entered. He knocks down some support beams and in the process almost hits Mr. Howe with the wet bucket.
Watch it! You get water in my punch!
Before he gets outside, he remembers he forgot to put the lid back on the barrel.
Uh-oh.
He spins around, buckets and all, to go back in. He makes it back to the barrel and puts the lid back on.
That was a close one. Somebody could have stepped right into the barrel.
Gilligan now realizes someone did step into the barrel. The lid slowly comes off the barrel to reveal the now totally soaked skipper in a very foul mood.
Ugh, thanks to you, Gilligan, somebody already has.
I'm sorry, Skipper, but you shouldn't stand on it. It's too dangerous. I'll go get you a ladder.
Never mind.
That's okay. It's right over here by the door.
Gilligan comes out of the hut, looks at Mr. Howell as he grabs for the ladder.
That's a real good job, Mr. Howell.
Ah, thank you, thank you.
Gilligan grabs the ladder and gives it a quick jerk. All we hear is the professor as he falls with a loud thump.
Ah!
What was that?
Gilligan looks back and sees the professor lying on his back on the ground. He kneels down next to the professor.
Professor, did you hear something out there?
The professor has almost been knocked unconscious and is very groggy.
What?
Oh, you're taking a nap, huh? Well, that's okay. Because the skipper will drive you till you drop. Go back to sleep.
Gilligan pushes the professor's head back down and it hits the bamboo pole with a thump. Gilligan, with ladder in hand, spins around to line up the ladder with the doorway and hits the bucket of weather sealant, knocking it onto the head of Mr. Howell.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Mr. Howell has the black tar-like weatherproofing material all over his head and is running down his face.
Sorry, Mr. Howell. I really am. I guess I wasn't looking.
Yes.
Without saying another word, Mr. Howell takes his paintbrush and paints a mustache and goatee on Gilligan, who then starts to walk slowly through the doorway with the ladder held at shoulder height.
Probably the stupidest thing I ever did in my whole life. My entire...
Yeah. Uh,
Gilligan pins the skipper with the ladder against the bamboo pole and nearly chokes him.
You want to bet on that, Gilligan?
The skipper pushes the ladder away and is ready to kill Gilligan.
Get away! Gilligan, you...
Gilligan runs off with the ladder. The skipper takes off after him. The skipper is hot on his heels. He heads out near the lagoon's beach area where there is a tree standing. Gilligan hits the tree with the ladder and twists around the tree at the end of the ladder. He springs back against some driftwood on the beach area and winds back around the tree in the opposite direction. In the process, he hits the skipper, knocking him and himself into the lagoon. The skipper and Gilligan are in the completed hut, getting ready to go to sleep. Skipper is already in the lower hammock.
Still can't believe this place isn't really finished.
Gilligan, it's been a long day. Why don't you hit the sack?
Yes, sir.
Gilligan makes every attempt to get into the top hammock. He steps on the skipper in the process, making the skipper yell out a yelp of pain.
Ah!
Gilligan keeps falling out and landing on the ground. He keeps getting tangled in the hammock cords and is becoming increasingly frustrated. He finally gets himself into the top hammock only to flip over and falls onto the ground.
Ow!
Gilligan, why don't you try jumping into the upper set?
Oh. Good thinking, Skipper.
Gilligan tries to jump into the upper hammock and lands on the skipper, once again making him yelp aloud in pain.
Ugh!
Ah!
Gilligan, why don't you get in the lower sack and I'll get in the upper?
I hate to kick you out of your own bed.
Well, there's just not enough room for us both in the lower sack. Well, don't just stand there. Help me up.
While Gilligan is trying to get into the lower hammock without much success, the skipper isn't having any better luck getting into the upper one. He gets tangled in the hammock as well and flips over onto the ground several times. He eventually gets into the hammock as well and starts to rest. Gilligan finally gets himself into the lower hammock. The cord holding the upper hammock in place starts to loosen, and the hammock, skipper and all, starts a slow descent onto the top of Gilligan. Gilligan is now trapped in the lower hammock and being crushed by the skipper.
Skipper!
Gilligan is trying to get the skipper off of him, but is having no luck. Gilligan is saved when from somewhere else inside the hut when the howls erupt into an argument.
You can have the bedroom to yourself! All to yourself. I'll sleep out here tonight.
You can sleep out there tomorrow night, too.
The skipper wakes up.
Ugh, what was that, Gilligan?
Gilligan is still trapped and cannot answer.
I wonder if I might trouble you for my pillow.
No trouble at all. Here's your pillow, and here's your blanket, and here's your teddy bear.
The skipper now hears the howls and starts to get up. He swings his legs over the side of the hammock to get up, nearly crushing Gilligan in the process, who lets out a choking, gurgling sound.
Teddy bear?
Hair, get off me!
The skipper gets up and passes through a makeshift curtain made from a blanket used to divide the hut into separate sleeping areas. The skipper comes face to face with the howls.
What is going on in here?
Oh, never mind. It's a private matter.
It is not, and I want to know what the captain has to say about it, and what Gilligan has to say about it, and what
The professor comes from around an internal divider looking angry.
When you get around to me, I'd like to say pipe down and get to sleep. Well, nobody asked for your opinion.
Will you folks keep it quiet? People are trying to sleep in here.
Ginger then appears from around an internal divider. Well, help shouting at the top of your lungs.
I'm not shouting at the top of my lungs. I'm trying to get some quiet.
Marianne now arrives on the scene as well.
Well, if you want to keep quiet, start with my wife. She began the whole thing.
I began it.
Yes, you did.
Listen. Hey, everyone. Why don't we just find some place to sleep and then we can all just get along and we won't have any...
Oh, shut up, Gilligan.
You can't tell Gilligan to shut up. I'll tell him when to shut up.
Thank you. Now, folks, if we could just...
Shut up, Gilligan.
Sorry.
Are you two going to have these family arguments every night? And what is that to you? Well, I happen to live here.
So do we, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, this was a stupid idea from the very start. Tomorrow, Lovey and I are gonna build our own little hut.
Wait, Mr. Howe, remember what Skipper said? There's a big storm on the way.
And what does he know about it? Has anyone seen the sky?
Oh, it's as clear as a bell.
I think we've gone to a lot of work for nothing.
So do I.
Now, wait a minute, folks. Don't be fooled by a little good weather. We're gonna have a real blow, all right.
What do you know about it?
It so happens I'm an experienced sailor.
If you were an experienced sailor, we wouldn't be shipwrecked on this dreary island.
Oh, darling, let's spend the rest of the night outside. I'm getting a touch of hot fever.
You're so right. I'm going to take you out into the jungle where it's nice and quiet.
Oh, darling.
Hmm. I think I'll start work on my own place too.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Marvelous! Good idea!
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
idea. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
Yeah,
I love to have my own hut too.
Yeah.
it's getting awful crowded in here.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Now, be practical. In the first place, what are you folks think you're going to use to make huts?
Well, first of all, we'll start with our door.
Yes, our door.
My door.
And these walls belong to us. We'll take our walls. Come on.
That's a good idea.
I'll be by in the morning for my roof too.
Everyone but the skipper and Gilligan walk out of the communal hut.
I think they're making a big mistake.
We sure are. Part of the roof belongs to Mr. Howell.
The skipper's
Ugh,
upset with Gilligan's remark.
ugh, Gilligan, I mean their attitude. They're all acting for themselves. We've got to function as a group.
You're absolutely right, Skipper.
I wonder what's going to happen when those monsoons come.
I don't know. Maybe they'll build their own huts so that they don't have to come bunk with us?
Mr. Howe walks back in through the door. He's surprised to see the skipper and Gilligan.
Oh. Oh! I thought everyone was asleep.
We're turning in right now, Mr. Howell.
Well, I thought I'd forgotten something, and I guess I was mistaken.
No, you weren't. Here it is.
Gilligan leans over and picks up Mr. Howe's teddy bear. He hands the bear to Mr. Howe, who now takes on a childlike appearance and hugs his bear and replies with a childlike tone in his voice.
Nay, nay.
The next day, we see Gilligan inside a new hut under construction. At this point, it's just a series of bamboo poles placed in the ground.
Gilligan!
I'm right here in the kitchen. Or is it the den? I mean, I don't know exactly where I am, Skipper, but I am here in some place.
Gilligan, you are standing in my bedroom.
Oh, sorry. You want to come in and get some sleep?
No, I don't want to come in and go to sleep.
It's alright if you want to, because I can go work in the living room. Like I did before.
Gilligan, I want you to come out and plane the ends of this crossbeam.
Yes, sir.
Gilligan tries to make his way out of the hut, but is having trouble finding the door even though there are no walls in place yet.
Gilligan, what are you doing?
Darn it. Oh, door. Door. You know, Skipper, how come this place is taking so long? Everybody else is almost done with their huts. I can't even find the door.
Gilligan, my father had two sayings that I shall always remember. Hurried work is worried work, and a job not well done is not a well done job.
Huh. Skipper, that's beautiful.
Pop used to say a lot of beautiful things.
Was he a poet?
Not exactly, Gilligan. Well, Pop was kind of a world travel. Oh, never mind, Gilligan. Now start working on this beam, and I'll get some more bamboo.
Yes, sir.
Aha! Hello there, Gilligan.
Oh, hi, Mr. Howell. How are things going?
Well, I'm happy to announce the completion of Howl Manor, and I just stopped by to ask you and the skipper for a little plantation warming tonight.
Is it okay if I wear what I have on?
Oh, yes, yes. Delightfully informal. I think you'll know everyone there.
Uh, I guess I will at that, huh? Yeah.
Oh, oh, by the way, might I borrow this machete? You see, I want to cut some palm leaves. Miss making some drapes in the dining room, and I have to go and,
Sure, Mr. Howell.
Gilligan hands the machete to Mr. Howell.
What time should we be there?
Shall we say, five-ish? I think you know where the place is.
Yes, sir. Right behind that rock over there.
Ah, that's the place. Ta-ta, my boy! See you then.
Well, why aren't you working on the beam?
Because I have, nah, I don't have anymore, I should say. I gave the machete to Mr. Howell, I think.
Gilligan, did it ever occur to you to use the saw?
Yes, sir, that's the first thing I thought of.
Well, why didn't you use the saw?
Because I loaned that to the professor.
How are we ever going to get this place done if you keep loaning our tools out? Now, I don't want you to do that anymore. Do you understand? That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Gilligan, anybody that comes up and says anything to you, wants anything, the answer is no, 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 no. Now, have you got that?
No! I mean, yes. Yes.
Gilligan,
Hello.
Oh, God, no, 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 no!
Gilligan, what kind of a greeting is that?
Oh, that's the kind of greeting everybody gets who tries to borrow anything. No, no, no!
Well, I didn't come here to borrow anything.
You didn't?
No,
No?
no.
Oh,
All I want is just a teeny weeny, weensy weeny piece of rope.
how long is a little teeny weeny insy Vincy, bitsy, witsy, whatever rope you need.
9 feet. That isn't much, is it?
9 feet? It isn't much, is it? Hmm. Hmm.
Ginger keeps moving
Well,
closer to Gilligan as if she planned to kiss him. Gilligan, wanting no part of it, keeps backing away and ends up falling on the ground. He crawls back over to the sawhorses the beam is on. This is awfully sweet of you, Gilligan.
oh heck, it's only rope. Let's see now.
Gilligan stretches a length of rope from one end of the beam to the other, using a 6 foot length as a guide.
6 feet, 3 feet more makes 9 feet. Yeah.
Gilligan lays the rope on the beam he's been working on.
Okay.
He takes his axe and gives it a quick, hard hit. The rope is cut into two, and so is the beam, which falls to the ground, as Ginger is startled into laying out a howl. Oh!
Here's your 9 feet of rope, Ginger. Yeah.
Thank you, Gilligan. Gilligan picks up the two pieces of the beam that fell.
Oh, if you need a low ceiling, I've got 2 or 3 foot beams. If you want them.
The rope is all I wanted. Thanks. Gilligan is fumbling with the two cut beams.
Gilligan!
Gilligan hears the skipper and panics. He quickly puts the two beams together and places them on the sawhorses.
I made a mistake with the 6 foot beam.
Oh yeah, well that's okay, Skipper. Everybody makes mistakes, especially with 6 foot beams. I think 6 foot beams are the easiest things to.
Gilligan, will you cut that out? Now I want you to use this for a wall break. Cut it in half.
The skipper turns and hits Gilligan in the back of the head with another beam he's carrying. Gilligan bends over and claps his hands together to make a noise. Gilligan grabs the two 3 foot beams and presents them to the skipper.
Here you are, Skipper. Three, 3 foot cross beams.
Well, you sure cut that in a hurry.
Yes, sir.
Hand me that coil of rope.
Yes, sir.
Gilligan coils up what's left of the rope cut for Ginger. It's very short and only makes a very small coil.
Gilligan, you didn't remember to say what I told you, did you?
Yes, sir. I said no exactly like how you told me just before I gave away the rope.
Oh, Gilligan! You see those clouds up there?
Yeah, they're pretty.
They're not pretty. They could storm at any minute. Now you go out on the double and get everything that you loaned out. Hurry up on the double.
Yes, sir. Skipper? You don't have to worry if it starts to rain. We can work inside.
Gilligan, now you get out of here on the double.
Gilligan runs off. We see the professor sitting writing in a journal the next day, and Gilligan is standing in the open doorway. Gilligan knocks on the door frame to get the professor's attention.
Come in. Oh, hello, Gilligan.
Hi, Professor. This sure is a nice place you got here. What are you doing?
I'm making notes for a book.
You mean you're writing a book?
That's one of the reasons I wanted to be off by myself. It's going to be a chronicle of our adventures on the island.
No kidding.
I think it's a book people will buy, don't you?
Sure, I'll buy one. I'm dying to find out what happens to us.
Fine.
Could I have back that diesel and saw you borrowed?
Oh, yeah, I loaned the chisel to the girl, but the saw is right here somewhere.
While the professor is looking for the saw, Gilligan is looking around the hut. He sees a small piece of grass sticking from the wall and pulls it out. The entire wall falls down.
Oh. What did you do to that wall?
I'm sorry, Professor. All I did was pull out this palm leaf and the whole thing fell down.
Oh, come on!
Honest, Professor, that's what happened.
Don't try to tell me that pulling out one of those palm leaves will make a whole wall fall down. I built this place, remember?
Gilligan inspects another wall and pulls out a single palm leaf. As before, the entire wall falls down along with the rest of the hut, leaving it totally collapsed. The professor and Gilligan are left staring at each other in a state of shock and disbelief. Ginger and Marianne are outside their small block-like hut, along with Gilligan, who has been admiring their hut.
You really liked it, Gilligan?
Yeah, girls, your place is beautiful. The pres- the what was his name? Ah, Professor. He had a beautiful place, but
Oh, Gilligan, we're going to have a beautiful garden here. And then we're going to. Marianne, your fudge is burning.
Oh, oh my goodness!
Marianne
Oh,
tries to open the door to their hut, but it's stuck.
oh, the door won't open.
here I'll get it. Hold this.
Gilligan hands the saw to Ginger and goes to open the hut's door.
Here, allow me.
Oh, oh, thanks, Gilligan.
Gilligan goes over to the hut door and starts yanking on it. As he does, the hut starts to collapse. Marianne and Ginger see what's happening and start screaming. Eventually,
No!
he gets the door
Oh,
open only to find a collapsed hut.
oh,
Ah!
oh, Gilligan!
Ah! Oh! Oh! And after all that work!
Oh,
Oh!
oh.
Oh!
Well, at least I fixed the door.
We see Mr. and Mrs. Howe's hut complete with palm tree columns. Mr. Howe is waiting for the skipper and Gilligan to arrive. Skipper and Gilligan walk on camera.
Hi, Mr. Howell.
Oh, well, gentlemen. We're a little early, aren't we? Not that it matters. Welcome to Howl Manor.
Mr. Howell, you built a real nice place. Or, who? What? Wait, what? Wait, I'm talking to myself. Mr. Howell built a real nice place too, but didn't he, Skipper?
So did the others, Gilligan. But it took just one little disaster to leave them homeless.
Ah, what disaster are we talking about?
That's why we stopped by, Mr. Howell. We wanted to talk to you about the community hut.
Ah, you don't have to say another word. Of course I'll contribute. I give to the community hut every year.
No, Mr. Howell. The community hut the seven of us built.
And the five of you tore down. Now, if we can just work together like we did before, we can rebuild it before the rough weather sets in.
You and your rough weather. I like rough weather. I welcome rough weather. May I say, Captain, that this place is built to withstand anything.
You may think it is.
Yeah, you may think it is.
Quiet, Gilligan. Come over here and sit down and be quiet. I'll handle this.
I assure you, Captain, this place is a veritable fortress.
Gilligan goes over to a hammock stretched between two of the palm tree columns. He sits down, and the two palm tree columns collapse, taking the rest of the hut with them.
Ah! It's a veritable rock of Gibraltar!
Then stormy wind blows through the palm trees, complete with thunder and lightning. During the night, rain and thunder pound the hut. Island plants are being blown hard by the wind and rain. Thunder and lightning overlay. All the castaways have rebuilt the communal hut in the early morning and are now taking refuge in it against the storm. The walls are shaking and the sound of wind, thunder, and rain are everywhere.
Listen to that storm. How long do you think this hut's gonna last?
These walls should have blown away hours ago.
Why do you say that, Ginger?
Because I helped put them up.
I don't know what's keeping my roof up either. Lovey, if anything should happen, I want to thank you for 15 of the happiest years a man ever had.
Thurston, we've been married 20.
I know, but the last 5 years have been a little shaky. I was only joking, you see, laughing in the face of danger. We Howells always have.
My darlings, always so brave.
Yes, thank you. Grandfather Howell was the same way. When the stock market crashed in 1929, did he show signs of panic like the others? Did he show signs of fear? Not dear old Grandad. He just laughed and joked all his way to the bottom of the pavement. I joke in the face of danger.
Folks, let me reassure you, this hut is as solid as a rock. It'll withstand anything that Mother Nature has to throw at us.
Just then, the ceiling beam drops along with some palm fronds, scaring everyone into screaming.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Ah!
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 Uh,
Ah!
Ah!
Oh!
Well, the skipper's right. This hut can stand anything. I mean, look at this construction here.
Gilligan
don't
goes
touch
to grab
anything,
some palm
Gilligan.
fronds from the wall and is immediately stopped by the skipper.
Don't touch anything, Gilligan. Do you want the whole hut to fall down?
Sorry, skipper.
Now, Gilligan, after this disaster, you are in charge of the passengers.
Me? What about you?
My duty as captain to go down with the hut.
Skipper, hey, listen.
Listen, I don't hear anything.
That's what I mean. The storm's over.
Gilligan's right. Oh, we're saved.
Oh, my walls made it!
Look at my roof. It's dry as a bone. Lovey! Lovey! We're saved!
Yes, you know, Thurston, the last 5 years hasn't been any picnic for me either.
Mrs. Howell takes the teddy bear Mr. Howell is holding and throws it on the ground.
Folks, I told you we could weather the storm. Now I'll go out and see if there's any kind of real damage.
You see? The skipper was right. If all of us work together, we can do anything. Huh?
You're right. Oh,
Next day, we see the hut floating in the lagoon. The skipper is in the water, and Gilligan is standing in the hut's doorway.
Hey, skipper, what are you doing in the lagoon?
Never mind what I'm doing in the lagoon. What's the hut doing out here? Throw me a line, Gilligan.
Aye, aye, sir.
Gilligan reaches back inside the hut and brings out a makeshift anchor with rope attached. Gilligan gives the anchor a heave, and as it goes sailing to the lagoon, the rope attached pulls them into the lagoon also. The remaining castaways hear what's going on and make a mad dash for the door. We see the skipper and Gilligan floating in the lagoon as the remaining castaways watch from the hut's doorway.
This is mutiny!
The castaways are left watching the skipper and Gilligan. The skipper and Gilligan's hut is still not complete. Now that the storm is over, Gilligan and the skipper resume work on their hut. The skipper is near the sawhorses with a beam laying on it. Gilligan walks over and sets the wooden tool carrier down on the end of the beam, making it pop up and hit the skipper. Skipper loses his cap in the process.
Ooh, Gilligan!
Gilligan bends over and picks up the skipper's cap and hands it back to him.
Thanks a lot, Gilligan, little buddy. Clear skies ahead.
Uh-huh. All the passengers are building their own huts again.
So are we. Now, I won't have to remind you about lending our tools out, will I?
No. No, no, then, oh, no, 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 no.
Okay, Gilligan. Good boy.
The skipper walks off as Gilligan is about to get started working on the beam again. He starts to cut the beam with a saw as Ginger walks seductively on camera and over to Gilligan. Hello, Gilligan. Gilligan stops sawing and realizes that he's not going to be able to say no again and gives out a sigh of defeat. He starts by handing her the saw and then gathers the tools one by one from the toolbox and hands them to Ginger. He drops the tool but catches it in time. The toolbox, now almost empty, almost falls but is caught by Ginger. Could you carry the box, please? Gilligan carries the empty toolbox and follows Ginger off. The end of episode 2.